Welcome to ZEAL's earnings call. The earnings call was released to the market on May 12th. In the first quarter, we grow our business. Revenue growth, for example, 11% year-over-year. Our profitability continued to rise due to the scale effects in our business model and the good cost control. We have also launched our second charity lottery product, the German Dream House Lottery. It's early days, but we hope to attract a slightly younger and slightly more female target group with this. Not mentioned on this slide, but also the license process for both the brokerage and the games are expected in the second quarter. Let's now move to the financial update. As I said, we grow revenues by 11%, which were driven by the higher billings. At the same time, we've continued to be very careful with our spendings, and the total costs are down by 20%. Even if this may not be reflected for the full year, I'm very satisfied that we've been able to manage the cost side so well. Personnel cost, for example, is down 20% or 1 million in the quarter. Marketing expenses are broadly in line with last year, but both direct and indirect expenses are down by 10 to 15%. All of this has led to an EBITDA that is double versus last year and is now at 8.9 million euros. This equals to a 35% EBITDA margin. And finally, EBIT is up almost 200% and net profit after tax is now at 5 million, twice as much as last year. We will now look closer at some of the KPIs. As I said, our billings grow to 181 million or 11%, which is the same as the revenues. This shows that we can successfully grow our business in situations where we have a normal or even a good jackpot situation. The 11% is also in the range where we aspire to be, namely a double-digit growth company. Gross margin has also improved thanks to more sales of high-margin products. Net cash is up by 50% and now stands at 78 million euros. The increase is mainly coming from the strong operating performance in the quarter. We have no news about the pending VAT case, but as I said before, we're confident to ultimately win the VAT case. And in line with previous quarter, we continue to report a continuing liability of 23 million euros. Let's now talk about the acquisition of new customers. With approximately the same amount of spendings, we acquired the same amount of new registered customers, 154,000. This is good, really good, but not great. And with improved peak jackpots, we should be able to increase this number further. Moving on to next slide. The cost per lead is showing a 5-year increase, but you should not worry. The increase is fully attributable to a freiheit Plus campaign that we have to expend, but we will reap the effect in the coming months. And if you exclude this special campaign, the cost per lead is on last year's level. The monthly active users have improved and are now north of 1 million. The driver for this increase is the better jackpot situation, especially the peak jackpot in LOTTO that we had in late January. Average billing per user are still high and further increased in the quarter to more than 58 euros in average spend per customer. And don't forget, this is the average, so a lot of customers also spend significantly more. Let's now talk about the dividend for 2022. We presented this with the full year numbers, but let's remind us what we propose and why. As you may know, I am keen to optimize the capital structure, and with this proposal, we're taking further steps to improve it. We're also planning to shift out even more cash, in fact, more than double versus last year. The reason is to reduce excess cash that the company has without harming the growth initiatives. And we're proposing to dividend 1 euro as a basic dividend and on top 1.10 euro as a special dividend. This leads or equals to what 2.10 euros per share or 47 million in total that is returned to our shareholders. Let me also confirm the outlook for this year. As you can see, we are quite optimistic about the future, and you see double-digit growth. The guidance for this year is billings of at least 750 million, meaning at least a 40% increase versus last year. Revenues of at least 105 million equals to 21% increase. An EBITDA of at least 30 million. And if you would normalize for one-offs and underspending marketing for last year, this would equal to a 60% increase versus last year, showing the business model and the strengths with the economy of scale that we have. All this is based on average jackpot for the rest of the year and marketing investment of around 30 million euros. So let me finish off by summarizing the achievement from the first quarter. Our profitability continues to rise strongly. We plan to repay 47 million euros to our shareholders. We have launched the Deutsche Fernsehlotterie or the Dreamhouse Lottery. And we expect regulatory approval in the second quarter for both our broker business and for our games business. This concludes my presentation. Thank you very much.
Since you watched this company video until the end, I'm guessing you like the video. That's probably because we work very hard to create the most engaging and value-added content possible for you. If you're a stock-listed company or corporation and want to find out how we at C11A can make a company video with and about you, please email us at community@c11a.com.